Chapter 5. The Truth About Taylor.
Tricia sat looking at the sunset. Her concern for Taylor was mixing more and more with anger. Her red-rimmed eyes could not take much more crying. "Taylor, God damn it, don't you make me give up on you." Austin came running up to her with the phone. Tricia, he said breathlessly. It's Taylor's mom," he said, passing her the phone. She plucked the phone from his hand and raised it to her ears. "Yannicka, I tried to call you earlier." "I know, sweetie, and I know what you were calling about. Taylor did leave, that is true, but they found his bike, and we have information he was taken by his uncle," she said. Do you know where?" Tricia asked, immediately getting mad at herself for ever doubting him. "Yes, in New York. Theraint can show you the building, but the problem will be getting in it," she replied. "You let me and Theraint worry about that. I'll talk to you soon, Yannicka," Tricia replied, and then they said a quick goodbye, and she ran inside to tell Theraint. Austin stared after her. "I knew you wouldn't leave us," Austin said to himself. Taylor had had a major effect on him, to say the very least. Austin had always seen himself as part of the woodwork, nothing special. But Taylor had opened his eyes. Austin started to realize he was not only lucky to be there, however, he was special himself. They were all parts of a much larger whole. But he was a part, and that gave him a great deal of confidence. "Go get him, Tricia," he said with a smile on his face. He had been through this before. Tricia had been taken by Darius, and he had fought all his inner demons, and some real ones, to get back to tell Taylor. He had handled it, and now he saw the same look in Tricia's eyes, and he had always had full faith in Tricia. Theraint sat at the table talking to Nathan. "Theraint, I need to talk to you," Tricia said. Nathan rose to leave. "Oh no, you can stay. I talked to Yannicka. Taylor was taken by his uncle," she spilled out as she sat down. "New York," Theraint answered his own next question. "That building," Theraint said. He had been there once before, and it sent chills up his spine. "Yeah, she said you would know. Anyway, she said the hard part would be getting in," Tricia said. "Well, in, sure. To the 53rd floor might be a bit harder." "Does it have windows?" Nathan asked. "Yes, it is all glass," Theraint answered with a grimace. "How about we use a helicopter and swing in through the windows?" Nathan said. "Base jump out," Theraint said, picturing it in his head. "All right, we need to get a pilot to get in," Tricia said. Filling the pilot position proved to be difficult, but in the end Jenny stepped forward. All of her friends looked up surprised. She smiled. "My dad flew for the military and then privately giving tours. He snuck me on training missions, he called them. I started to fly when I was 10, she said. "Cool," Nathan said and gave her a smile. She flushed a bit at the attention. "But I can't fly a plane there," she said. "I can," Theraint said. And with that the equation fell into place. They would use Theraint's jet to fly to New York. Theraint felt confident he could secure a helicopter. They would swoop in from the sky and save Taylor. The plan was much different from the last time Theraint had been to the building, but he didn't feel a bit better. But it was good to see Tricia back in form. Her faith in Taylor restored in one fell swoop. "I knew you would come through," Theraint thought to himself.